like the king.
As thou art to thyself. Such was the very armor he had on when he the ambitious Norway combated. So frowned he once, when in angry parley he smote the sledded poleaxe on the ice. 'Tis strange.
Thus twice before, and jump at this dead hour, what martial stalk hath he gone by our watch.
This bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Good. Now, sit down, and tell me, he that knows, why this same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils, the subject of the land, and why such daily cast of brazen cannon, and foreign mart for implements of war? Why such impress of shipwrights, whose sore task does not divide the Sunday from the week? What might be toward that this sweaty haste doth make the night joint laborer with the day? Who is it that can inform me?
Well, that can I, at least a whisper goes so. Our last king, whose image even but now appeared to us, was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway dared to the combat, in which our valiant Hamlet did slay this Fortinbras, who by a sealed compact did forfeit with his life all those his lands which he stood seized of to the conqueror. Now, sir, young Fortinbras, of unimproved metal, hot and full, hath, in the skirts of Norway here and there, shot up a list of lawless resolutes, but to recover of us by strong hands in terms compulsatory those foresaid lands sold by his father lost. And this, I take it, is the main motive of our preparations.
I think it be no other, but even so.
Break we our watch up, and on my advice, let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For upon my life, this spirit, dumb to us, will speak to him.
His Royal Majesty, Gorey, King of Denmark.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be grieved, and that it us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we with wisest sorrow think on him, together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointures to this warlike state, have we, as for with a defeated joy, with mirth and funeral, and with dirge and marriage, in equal scale weighing delight and dole, taken to wife. Nor have we here embodied your better wisdoms, which have freely gone with this affair along. For all our thanks. And now follows, that you know, young Fortinbras, holding a weak supposal of our worth, or thinking by our late dear brother's death, our state to be disjointed out of frame, yet thou failed to pester us with message, importing the surrender of those lands lost by his father to our most valiant brother. So much for him. We have here written to Norway, uncle of young Fortinbras, who, impotent and bedrid, scarcely hears of this his nephew's purpose, to suppress his further gait herein. We here dispatch you, good Cornelius, and you, Voltman, forbearers of this greeting to old Norway. Farewell, and let your haste commend your duty.
In that and all things we will show our duty.
And ladies, what's the news with you? You told us of some suit. What is this? The head is not more native to the heart, the hand more instrumental to the mouth, than is the throne of Denmark to thy father. What wouldst thou have, ladies?
My dread lord, your leave in favor to return to France, from whence so willingly I came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation, And yet I must confess that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again towards France.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
He hath, my lord, wrung from me my slow leave. I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
With all our heart. There it is. Very well. But now, my cousin Hamlet, and my son.
A little more than kin, and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds do hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy night far off. Let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy zealot live seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest is common. All that lives must die, passing through nature to return.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam? Nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, nor windy suspiration of forced breath, no, nor the fruitful rim of the eye, nor the dejected behavior of the visage, together with all forms, moods, shows of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they're the actions that a man might play, but I have that within which passeth show, these but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these mourning duties to your father. But you must know your father lost a father, and that father lost his. And the survivor bound in filial obligation for some term to do obsequious sorrow. But to persever in obstinate condolement is a course of hideous stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. We pray you throw to earth this unprevailing woe and think of us as a father. For let the world take note. You are the most immediate to our throne, and with no less nobility of love than that which dearest father bears his son, do I impart toward you. For your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde our desire. We beseech you, beg you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her courage, Hamlet. Stay here with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
Aye, 'tis a loving and fair reply. And there's no help that Denmark drinks today, but the great pennon to the clouds shall tell. The rouse the king shall drink unto Prince Hamlet.
Too solid the flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. Or that the everlasting had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter. Oh, God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fie on it, fie! 'Tis an unneeded garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross and nature possesseth merely that it should come to this, but 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent the king that was to this, Hyperion Satyr, so loving to my mother, that he might not between the winds of heaven visit her face too roughly, heaven and earth, must I remember. Why, she would hang on him, as if increase of appetite had grown by what is fed on, yet within a month, let me not think on it, frailty, thy name is woman. A little month, where'er those shoes were old, with which she followed my forefathers by. Like Niobe, all tears. Why she, even she, oh God, beast at once, discourse of reason would have mourned longer, married with my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father, like Isaac Hercules. Within a month, there yet those soft, for unrighteous tears left a flashing in her scarlet eyes denied. Oh, most wicked deed, post with such dexterity to such with sheets. It is not, nor cannot come to good. But, break my heart, I must hold my tongue.
Health to your lordship.
And let me see you.
Gracious.
For I do forget myself.
The same, my lord, and your poor servant.
Sir, my good friend, I'll change that name with you. And what make you from Wittenberg, Horatio? Marcellus.
My good lord.
Good evening, sir. But what in faith make you from Wittenberg?
But true in disposition, my good lord.
I would not hear your enemies say so. But what is your affair in Elsinore? We'll teach you to drink deep ere you depart.
And my lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray thee, do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats that coldly furnished forth the marriage tables. Would I had met my dearest foe in heaven, ere ever I'd seen that day, Horatio. My father. He thinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man. Take him for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father.
2 nights together had these gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, on their watch in the dead vast in middle of the night, been thus encountered. A figure, like your father, armed at point exactly, cap a pay appears before them, and with solemn march goes slow and stately by them. They, distilled almost to jelly with the active fear, stand dumb and speak not to him. This to me, in gentle secrecy they did impart. And I with them the 3rd night kept the watch, where, as they had delivered both in time, the apparition comes. I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
But where was this?
My lord, up on the platform where we walked.
It is very strange.
As I do live, my honored lord, 'tis true. And we did think it writ down on our duty to let you know of it.
Indeed, sirs, but this troubles me. Hold you the watch tonight?
We do, my lord.
Armed, say you?
Arms, my lord.
What? Look ye frowning?
A countenance more in sorrow than in anger.
Pale or red?
Nay, very pale.
And fixed his eyes upon you?
Most constantly.
Why would I have been there?
It would have much amazed you.
Very like, very like. Stayed alone?
While one with moderate haste might tell 100.
Longer.
But not when I saw it.
His beard was grizzled? No?
It was as I have seen it in his life, as sable Seufert.
I will watch tonight. Perchance 'twill walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, then I will speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. Gentlemen, if you have hitherto concealed this sight, let it be tenable in your silence still. And whatsoever else shall chance tonight, give it an understanding, but no time. I will requite your loves, so fare you well. Upon the platform, 'twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you.
Our duty to your honor.
Your loves, as mine to you. Farewell. My father's spirit in arms. Oh, all is not well. I doubt some foul play. The night will come. Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth o'erwhelm them to men's eyes.
And up he rose and donned his clothes and up the chamber door. Let in a maid, let out a maid, never departed more. By Gis and by Saint Charity, alack and fly for shame. Young men will do it if they come to it. By cock, they are to blame. Ah, my necessaries are embarked. Farewell. Sister, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do just that.
As for Hamlet, the trifling of his favor, hold it a fashion in a toy in blood. Forward, not permanent. Sweet, not lasting. The suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more but so.
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, and now no soil nor cuttle doth besmirch the virtue of his will. But you must fear. His greatness waned. His will is not his own. He himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself. for upon his choice depends the health and sanctity of this entire state. Therefore must his choice be circumscribed unto the voice and yielding of that body whereof he is head. Then, he says he loves you, fits your wisdom so far to believe it, as he in his particular act and place may give his say indeed, which is no further than the main voice of Denmark goes withal. Then why you had lost your honor midst days? Too creed and dare you list his songs, or lose your heart, or your chaste treasure open to his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia. Fear it, dear sister. Keep you in the rear of your affection, out of the shot and danger of desire.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. But, my dear brother, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst like a puffed and reckless libertine, he himself the primrose path of dalliance treads. Little recks how that his honor dies.
No, fear it not. I stay too long. But here my father comes. Occasion smiles upon a second leave.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard, aboard, for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee. And these few precepts, and thy memory, see thou character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast, and their adoption tried, grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel. But do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each new-hatched, unfledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but, being in, bear it, that the opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy. Rich, not gaudy. For the apparel oft proclaims the man, and they in France of the best rank and station are of the most select and generous, chief in that. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this with thee.
Farewell, dear Ophelia. Remember well what I've said to you.
'Tis in my memory lost, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is it, Ophelia, he hath said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Mary, well bethought. 'Tis told me he hath very oft of late given private time to you, and you yourself have of your audience been most free and bounteous. If it be so, as so 'tis put on me, and that in way of caution, I must tell you, you do not understand yourself so clearly as it behooves my daughter and your honor. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord, of late been many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection? Pooh! You speak like a green girl. Do you believe his tenders, as you call them?
I do not know, my lord, what I should think.
Mary, I'll teach you. Think yourself a baby that have taken these tenders for true pay, which are not sterling. Tender yourself more dearly, or, not to crack the wind of the poor phrase for any of us, you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honorable fashion.
Fashion, you may call it. Go to.
And hath given countenance to his speech, my lord, with all the holy vows of heaven.
I springes to catch woodcocks. I do know when the blood burns how prodigal the soul doth lend the tongue vows. these blazes, daughter, giving more light than heat, you must not take for fire. From this time be somewhat scanter of your maiden presence. Set your entreatments at a higher rate than a command to parley. For Lord Hamlet believes so much in him that he is young, and with a larger tether may he walk than may be given you. In few, Ophelia, do not believe his vows. This is for all. I would not, in plain terms, from this time forth, have you so slander any moment leisure as to give words or talk with the Lord Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you. Come your ways.
Shall obey, my lord.
Yeah, but shrewdly, it is very cold. It is a nipping and eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lacks at 12.
No, it has struck.
Indeed. I heard it not. Then it draws near the season wherein the spirit elders want to up. What does this mean, my lord?
The king doth wake tonight and takes his rouse. And as he drains his draughts of Rhenish down, the kettle drum and trumpet doth spray out the triumph of his pledge.
Is it a custom?
Aye, marry, is it? But to my mind, though I am native here into the manor born, it is the custom more honoured in the breach than the observance.
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us. Be thou a spirit of hell, or a goblin damned. Bring me the heirs from heaven, or blast from hell. Be thy intent wicked or charitable. Thou comest in such a questionable shape that I will speak to thee. I'll call thee Hamlet, king, father, royal dame. Oh, answer me. Let me not burst in ignorance, but tell why thy canonized bones, hearses in death, have burst their cerements. Why the sepulchre, wherein we saw thee quietly inurned, have oped his blunders and well begun to cast thee up again. What may this mean that thou, dead corse, again complete steel, revisitest us the glimpses of the moon? Say, why is this? Wherefore, what should we do?
It beckons you to go away with it, as if some impartment did desire to you alone.
Look, with what courteous action it waves you to a more removed ground, but do not go with it.
No, by no means.
It will not speak, and I will follow it.
What if it tempts you toward the flood, my lord, or to the dreadful summit of the cliff that beetles over his base into the sea, and there assumes some other horrible form which might deprive your sovereignty of reason and draw you into madness?
What should be the fear? I do not set my life in a pin free, and for my soul, what can it do to that, being a thing immortal as itself? If it waves me forth again, I will follow it.
You shall not go, my lord.
Hold up your hands!
Be ruled, you shall not go!
Face crying down, still am I called! Unhand me, gentlemen! For I never call make a ghost of him that left me! I say obey. Go on! I'll follow thee!
He waxes desperate with imagination.
Let's follow. It was not fit for us to obey him.
Have after. What issue with his conduct?
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak! I will go no further.
Mark me,
I will.
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires, until the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak. I am bound to hear.
So art thou bound to revenge when thou shalt hear Hamlet, if thou didst tell how thy father loved, revenge is most foul and unnatural murder.
Murder?
Thy murder most foul, as in the best it is, but this most foul, strange, and unnatural. 'Tis given out that sleeping in my orchard a serpent stung me, so that the whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death rankly abused. But no, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle.
Aye, that incestuous wretch, won to his will with gifts, so to seduce with shameful lust thy seeming virtuous queen. Ah, Hamlet, what a calling off was there! But soft, methinks I scent the morning air. Brief let me be, sleeping in my orchard, my custom always in the afternoon. Thy uncle came with juice of heaven, and in the porches of mine ears did pour that leprous distillment. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen, at once dispatched, cut off even in the blossoms of my sins. No reckoning made, but sent to my account with all my imperfections on my head. If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal crown of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. That howsoever thou pursuest this act, let not thy heart conspire against thy mother. Leave her to heaven and to the burden that her conscience bears. Hamlet, adieu. Adieu. Remember me.
How you hosted heaven, remember thee. Aye, from the table of my memory I'll wipe away all trivial fond records, and thy commandment all alone will live within the book and volume of my brain. Oh, most pernicious villain, murderous, smiling body, damned villain!
My lord, my lord! Lord Hamlet!
How is it, my noble?
What news, my lord?
Oh, wonderful.
Good, my lord, tell it.
No, you will reveal it.
Not I, my lord, by heaven!
Nor I, my
How
lord.
say you then? Which heart of man once fainted, but you'll be secret?
Aye, by heaven, my lord!
There's ne'er a villain dwelling in all Denmark, but he's an errant knave.
There needs no ghost, my lord, come from the grave to tell us this.
By right, you are in the right. So, without more circumstance at all, I hold it fit that we shake hands and part. You, as your business and desire shall point you, for every man has business and desire, such as it is. And for mine own poor part, I will go pray.
These are but wild and whirling words, my lord.
I'm sorry they offend you, heartily, yes, faith.
It's no offense, my lord.
Yes, by St. Patrick, but there is, Horatio, and much offense too. Touching this vision here, it is an honest ghost, that let me tell you. For your desire to know what is between us, or mastered as you may. And now, good friends, as you are friends, scholars, and gentlemen, give me one poor request.
What is it, my lord?
Never to make known of this that you have seen.
My lord, we will not.
Yea, but swear it!
In not I.
Nor I, my lord, in faith.
Upon my soul.
My lord, we have sworn already.
Say so. Come on, you hear the fellow in the cellar. Consent to swear.
Propose the oath, my lord.
Never to speak of this that you have seen. Swear by my soul. Sickness ubique. They will shift our ground. Come hither, gentlemen, and lay your hands again upon my sword. Well said, old mole. Canst work when you lift so fast? A worthy pioneer. Once more remove.
Oh, day and night, but this is wondrous strange.
And therefore, as a stranger, give it welcome. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in our philosophy. But come, here as before. Never, so help you mercy. So strange or odd, soe'er I bear myself, and I perchance hereafter shall think meet to put an epic disposition on, that you at such time see me never shall, with arms encumbered thus, or this head shake, or by pronouncing of some doubtful phrase that, well, we know, or we could if we would, or such ambiguous giving out, to know that you know aught of me. This do swear.
My lord, we swear.
Right. And so, gentlemen, with all my love, I do commend me to you. Let us go in, but still, your fingers on your lips, I pray. Time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spot! If ever I was born to set it right.
How now, Ophelia? What's the matter?
Alas, my lord, I've been so affrighted.
With what, in the name of God?
My lord, as I was sewing in my chamber, Lord Hamlet, his doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings fouled, pale as his shirt, his knees knocking each other, and with a look so piteous and purport as if he had been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Mad for thy love.
My lord, I do not know, but truly I do fear it.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then goes he to the length of all his arm, and with his hand thus o'er his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face as he would draw it. Long stayed he so. At last, a little shaking of mine arm, and thrice his head thus waving up and down, he raised a sigh so piteous and profound as it did seem to shatter all his bulk and end his being. That done, he lets me go, and with his head over his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes, for out of doors he went without their helps, and to the last spent their light on me.
Come, go with me. I will go seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love, whose violent property foredoes itself and leads the will to desperate undertakings, as oft as any passion under heaven that does afflict our natures. I am sorry. Have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my lord, but as you did command, I did repel his letters and denied his access to me.
That hath made him mad. I am sorry that with better speed and judgment I had not coated him. I feared he did but trifle and meant to wreck thee. Beshrew my child. Come, go we to the king. This must be known, which being kept close might move more grief to hide than hate to utter love.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover that we did much long to see you, the need we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? So I call it, since not the exterior nor the inward man resembles that it was. What it should be, more than his father's death, that thus hath put him so far from the understanding of himself, I cannot dream of. I entreat you both, that being of so younger days brought up with him, and since so neighbored to his youth and humour, that you vouchsafe your rest here in our court some little time, so by your companies to draw him unto pleasures, and to gather whether aught unknown to us afflicts him thus, that open lies within our remedy.
Good gentleman, he hath much talk of you, and sure I am 2 men there now living to whom he more hears. It will please you to show us so much gentry and goodwill as to extend your time with us a while, for the supply and profit of our whole. Your visitation shall receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
Both your majesties might, by the sovereign power you have of us, put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
But we both obey and lay our service freely at your feet. Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz. And I beseech you not to instantly visit my too much changed son.
Our heavens make our presence and our practice pleasant and helpful to him.
Aye, amen.
Ambassadors from Norway, my good lord, are joyfully returned.
Thou still hast been the father of good news.
Have I, my lord? I assure your grace I hold my duty as I hold my soul, both to my God and to my sovereign king. And I do think, or else this brain of mine hunts not the trail of policy so well as it hath used to do, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, speak of that. That do I long to hear.
Give first admittance to the ambassadors. My news shall be the fruit to that great feast.
Thyself do grace to them and to bring them in.
Tell me, my good news, on the heaven source of all your sons this temper.
I doubted his daughter than the main, his father's death, and our own hasty marriage.
Well, we shall sift him.
Welcome, my good friends. Save old man, what from our brother Norway?
Most fair return of greetings and desires. Upon our first, he set out to suppress his nephew's levies, which to him appeared to be a preparation against the Polak. But better looked into, he truly found it was against your highness.
Whereat greed, that so his sickness, age, and impotence was falsely borne in hand, sends out arrest on Fortinbras, which he in brief obeys, receives rebuke from Norway, and in fine, makes vow before his uncle nevermore to give the assay of arms against your majesty.
Whereon all Norway, overcome with joy, gives him 3,000 crowns in annual fee, and his commission to employ those soldiers, so levied as before, against the Polak, with this entreaty, herein further shown, that it might please you to give quiet pass through your dominions for this enterprise.
It lights us well, and at fits time and leisure we'll read and answer these his articles. Meantime, we thank you for your well-took labors. Go to your rest. At night we'll feast together. Most welcome home.
This business is well ended. My liege and madam, to expostulate what majesty should be, what duty is, why day is day, night, night, and time is time, for nothing but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad call I it, for to define true madness, what is it but to be nothing else but mad? But let that go.
Matter with less art?
Madam, I swear he is no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis pity, and pity 'tis true. A foolish figure, but farewell, for I will use no heart. A mad let us grant him then, and now remains that we find out the cause of this effect, or rather say the cause of this defect. For this effect, defective, comes by cause. But thus it remains, remained with us, her pen. I have a daughter, have while she is mine, who in her duty and obedience, mark, hath given me this. Now gather and surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. That's an ill phrase and vile phrase. Beautified is a vile phrase. But you shall hear.
Then listen, Hamlet, to her.
Oh, good madam, stay a while. I will be faithful. Doubt that the stars are fire. doubt that the sun doth move, doubt.
Doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. Oh, dear Ophelia, I have not art to reckon my groan, but that I love thee best, oh, most best, believe it. Adieu, thy nevermore, most dear lady, while this machine is to him.
Hamlet, this in obedience hath my daughter shown me, and more solicitings as they fell out by time, all given to mine ear.
But how hath she received his love?
What do you think of me?
As a man faithful and honorable.
I would fain prove so, but what might you think when I had seen this hot love on the wing? As I perceived it, I must tell you that before my daughter told me, what might you, or my good majesty, your queen here, think if I had looked upon it with idle sight? What might you think? No. I went round to work, and to my young mistress, thus I did bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince, out of thy star. This must not be. And then I precept gave her that she should lock herself from his resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens, which done, she took the fruits of my advice, and he, repulsed, a short tale to make, fell into a sadness, then into a fast, thence to a watch, thence into a weakness, thence into a lightness, and by this declension into the madness wherein now he raves. And all we mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
May be, very likely.
Hath there been such a time? I would fain know that, but I have positively said 'tis so, when it proved otherwise.
Not that I know.
Take this from this, if this be otherwise. If circumstances lead me, I will find where truth is hid.
How may we try it further?
You know, sometimes he walks 4 hours together here in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I'll loose my daughter to him. Be you and I behind an arras then. Mark the encounter. If you love her not, and be not from his reason fallen thereon, let me be no assistant for a state, but keep a farm in Carter's.
We will try it.
But look, where's Sally? The poor wretch comes reading.
Away, I do beseech you. Both away. I'll board him presently. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent, well, you are a fishmonger.
Aye, my lord.
Then I would you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord.
Aye, sir. To be honest as this rule goes, is to be one man picked out of 10,000.
Very true.
For if the sun breed maggots in the dead dog, being a god-kissing carrion. Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not as your daughter may conceive. Friend, look to her.
How say you by that? Still harping on my daughter, yet he knew me not at first. He said I was a fishmonger. He is far gone, far gone. And truly in my youth I suffered much extremity for love, very like this. I'll speak to him again. What do you read, my lord?
Words, words, words.
What is the matter, my lord?
Between who?
I mean the matter that you read, my lord.
Slanders, sir. For the satirical rogue says here that all men have grey beards, that their faces are wrinkled, their eyes purging thick amber in pumphrey gum, and that they have a plentiful lack of wit, together with most weak hands. All which, sir, though I most powerfully and totally believe, yet I hold it not honesty to have it thus set down for yourself, sir. Should be old as I am, like a crab, you could go backward.
Though this be madness, yet there is method in it. We walk out of the air, my lord.
Into my grave.
Indeed, that is out of the air. Pregnant sometimes his replies are. I will leave him and suddenly contrive the means of meeting between him and my daughter. My honorable lord, I will take my leave of you.
You cannot, sir. take from me anything that I will more willingly part with all, except my life. Except my life. Except my life.
So we can speak with Lord Hamlet. There he is.
God save you, sir. My honored lord.
My most dear lord.
My excellent good friends, how dost thou, Guildenstern?
Ah, Rosencrantz! Good lad! How do ye both? As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we are not over happy. On Fortune's cap we are not the very button, nor the sole of her shoe.
Oh, neither, my lord.
Then you live about her waist or in the middle of her favor?
Oh, faith, her private suite, huh?
In the secret parts of Fortune.
Yeah.
Almost true, she is a strumpet. What's the news?
None, my lord, but that the world's grown honest.
And then is doomsday near. But your news is not true. Let me question more in particular. What have you, my good friend, deserved at the hands of Fortune, that she sent you to prison thither?
Prison, my lord.
Denmark's a prison.
Then is the world one?
A goodly one, in which there are many confines, wards, and dungeons, Denmark being one of the worst.
We think not so, my lord.
Why then, 'tis not you. For there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. To me, it is a prison.
Why, then, your ambition makes it one. It is too narrow for your
Oh,
mind.
God. I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself the king of infinite space, were it not that I have bad dreams.
Oh, which dreams indeed are ambition, for the very substance of the ambitious is merely the shadow of a dream.
A dream itself is but a shadow.
Truly, and I hold ambition of so airy and light a quality that it is but a shadow's shadow.
Then are our beggars' parties and our monarchs and outstretched heroes the beggar's shadow. Shall we to the court, or by my pay? I cannot reason. What makes you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Beggar that I am, I'm even poor as things. But is this visitation free of yourself? Or were you not sent for? Tell me true, come. I know the good king and queen have sent for you. There's a kind of confession in your look.
To what end, my lord?
Well, that you must teach me. But let me conjure you, by the right of our fellowship, by the constancy of our youth, by the obligation of our ever-preserved love, be even indirect with me, whether you were sent for or no.
What say you?
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. So shall my anticipation prevent your discovery, and your secrecy to the king and queen most no better. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, foregone all custom of exercises, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory, this most excellent canopy, the air. Look you, this brave, overhanging firmament, this majestic roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is a man! How infinite in faculty, how noble in reason, in form, in moving, how expressed and admirable. In action, how like an angel. In apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. Yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, nor woman neither, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my heart.
Why did you laugh then when I said man delights not me?
To think, my lord, if you delight not in man, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you. We coated them on the way, and hither are they coming to offer you service.
There are the players.
Gentlemen, you are welcome to Elsinore. Your hands come then. You are welcome, but my uncle father and aunt mother are deceived.
In what, my lord?
I am but mad north, northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hop from a handsaw. Hark you, Guildenstern, you too. I will prophesy he comes to tell me the players' market. Well, you see right, sir, on Monday morning 'twas so indeed.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you. When Rosius was an actor in Rome.
Oh, The actors are come hither, my lord. The best actors in the world for the tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral, comical, historical, pastoral, tragical, historical, comical, pastoral, scene indivisible, or poem unlimited. Senate cannot be too heavy, nor plautus too light. For the law of writ and the liberty, these are the only men.
Oh, Jephthah, judge of Israel, what a treasure hast thou?
What a treasure had he, my lord?
Why, one fair daughter no more, the which he loved passing well.
Still on my daughter.
Am I not in the right, old Jephthah?
If you call me Jephthah, my lord, I have a daughter that I love, passing well.
Nay, that follows not.
What follows then, my lord?
Why, look, where my abridgment comes. Masters, you are all welcome, welcome, good friends. Oh, thy face is valiant since I saw thee last. Comest thou to beard me in Denmark? What? My young lady and mistress. By your lady, your ladyship is nearer to heaven than when I saw you last. Masters, you are all welcome. Good, my lord. Will you see the players well bestowed? Did you hear? Let them be well used, for they are the abstract and brief chronicles of the time. After your death, you were better have a bad epitaph than their ill report while you live.
My lord, I will use them according to their desert.
Oh, far better, man. Use every man after his desert, and you should escape whipping. Use them after your own honor and dignity. The less they deserve, the more merit is in your bounty.
Come, sirs.
Friends, follow me. Old friend, can you play the murder of Gonzaga?
Yes, my lord.
You could, for a need, study a speech of some dozen or 16 lines, which I would set down and insert in it, could you not?
Yes, very easily, my good lord.
Very well. Follow that lord. But look you, mock him not. My good friends, I'll leave you tonight. You are welcome to Elsinore.
Good mother.
God be with you. I have heard that gifted creatures sitting at a play have, by the very turn of the scene, been struck so to the soul that presently they have proclaimed their malfaction. For murder, though it have no tongue, will speak with the most miraculous organ. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks. I'll tempt him to the quick. If he but blench, I know my course. The spirit I've seen may be its devil. The devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape, and yea, perhaps out of my weakness and my melancholy, as he's very potent with such men doth seek to damn me. I'll have sound of boots. The play's the thing, wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
And can you, by no drift of circumstance, get from him why he puts on this confusion?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof, when we would bring him on to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Yet was he something more inclined to mirth before we left him, and I take it he hath given order for a play tonight.
'Tis most true. And he beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge, and drive his purpose onto these delights.
We shall, my lord.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us two. We've closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, as 'twere by accident, may hear affront of Ophelia. Her father and myself will so bestow ourselves that, seeing unseen, we may of their encounter frankly judge and gather by him, as he is behaved, if it be the affliction of his love or no that thus he suffers for.
I shall obey you, my lord. As for your part, Ophelia, I do hope your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I wish that your virtues will bring him to his wonted ways again, to both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, read you here upon this book. and walk aloof. The king shall be unseen.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more. And by a sleep, to say we end the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks the flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream. And there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would this endure, to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, and fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native view of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment with disregard, their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Softly now. The fair Ophelia, nymph, in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
My lord, how does your honor this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long and longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honoured lord, you know right well you did. With them words so sweet breath composed has made the things more rich. The perfume lost take these again, for to the noble mind a rich gift wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
But beauty, my lord, is better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly. For the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a bond, and the force of honesty can translate beauty into his likeness. This was sometime a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our own stock, but we shall relish of it. I love you not!
I was more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offences at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imaginations to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do crawling between heaven and earth? We are errant knaves all. Believe not. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the door be shut upon him, that he may play the fool all but in his own house. Farewell.
How can you speak heavens?
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as thou, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Get into another go, farewell! Or if thou wilt needs marry, Marry, fool, for wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery go, and quickly to farewell. I've heard of your paintings too, well enough. God has given you one face and you make yourselves another. You jig, you amble, and you lisp. You nickname God's creatures and you make your wantonness your ignorance. Go! I'll no more on it. You have made me mad. I say we will have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery go.
What a noble mind is here o'erthrown. Courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye, tongue, sword. Expectancy and rose of the fair state. The glass of fashion and the mold of form. Observers, all observers, quite down. And I of ladies most deject and wretched, that suck the honey of his music vows, now see that most noble and sovereign reason. Like sweet bells jangled out of tune and harsh, that unmatched form and feature of flown youth, blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me. I've seen what I've seen. See what I've seen.
Love. His affections do not that way tend. Know what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul over which his melancholy sits unbrewed, and I do doubt the hatch and the disclose would be some danger, which, for to prevent, I have in quick determination thus set it down. He shall with speed to England for the demand of our neglected tribute. Happily the seas and countries different, with variable objects, shall expel this something settled matter in his heart. What think you on it?
Shall do well. Yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. Oh, now, Ophelia, you need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all. My lord, do as you please. But if you hold it fit, after the play, let his queen mother all alone entreat him to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and I shall be placed, so please you, in the ear of all their conference. If she find him not, then to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom doth shelter.
It shall be so. Madness in great ones must not unwatched go.
La la la, me, la la. Thoughts black, hands out, drugs fit.
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, tripping on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, I had at least a town crier spoke my line.
Thoughts black, hands out.
Nor do not saw the air too much with your hands thus, but use all gently. For in the very torrent tempest, and as I may say, the whirlwind of passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a robustious, periwig-pated fellow bear passion to tatters, the very rags, to split the ears of the groundlings, who, for the most part, are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise. I would have such a fellow whipped. Pray you, avoid it.
I want, your honor. Thoughts black, hands out, drugs fit. Be not too deep, neither.
But 'tis the action to the word to the action, with this special observance, that you overstep not the modesty of nature. For anything so overdone is from the purpose of play, whose end, both at the first and now, was and is, to hold as 'twere the mirror up to nature. Go, make you ready. king hear this piece of work?
And the queen too, and that presently.
Bid the players make haste. Will you two help to hasten them?
We will, my lord.
Horatio.
Here, sweet lord.
That's your servant. Thou art is just the man as e'er my conversation coped withal.
Oh, my dear lord.
Nay, do not think I flatter. Since my dear soul was mistress of her choice, and could have men distinguish, her election hath sealed thee for herself. A man has fortune's buffets and rewards is ta'en with equal things. And blessed are those whose blood and judgment are so well commingled, that they are not a pipe for fortune's finger to sound what stop she please. Give me that man that is not passion's slave, and I will wear him in my heart of heart. Aye, my heart before as I do thee. Something too much of this. There's a play tonight, before the king. One scene of it comes near the circumstance which I told thee of my father's death. I pray thee, and now sees that actor foot, observe mine uncle. If his occulted guilt do not itself unkennel in one speech, is the damned ghost we have seen, and my imaginations are as foul as falcon stivy. Give him heedful note, for mine eyes will rivet to his face, and after we will both our judgments join in censure of his seeming.
Well, my lord, if he steal aught the whilst this play is playing, and escape detecting, I will pay the theft.
They're coming to the play. I must be idle to get you a play.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellent, in fact. Of the chameleon's dish, I eat the air, promise crab, if you're not to be capon so.
I have nothing with the sense of Hamlet. These words are not mine.
No, nor mine now. My lord, you played once in the university, you say?
That did I, my lord, and was accounted a good actor.
What did you enact?
I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
It was a brute part of him to kill so capital a Catholic. Be the players ready?
Aye, my lord, they say upon your place.
Okay, with your Hamlet. We're fine here.
No, good mother. Here is metal more attractive.
Oh, would you mark that?
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean my head upon your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Do you think I meant country matters?
I think nothing, my lord.
Oh, that's a fair thought to lie between maids' legs.
What is my lord?
Nothing.
You are married, my lord.
Do I?
Aye, my lord.
Well, what should a man do but be married? For look you, how cheerfully my mother looks, and my father died within these 2 hours.
Nature's twice 2 months, my lord.
So long. Oh, heavens, died 2 months ago and not forgotten yet. Then there's hope a great man's memory may outlive his life half a year.
For us and our tragedy, here stooping to your clemency, we beg your hearing patiently.
Is this a prologue or a posy of a ring?
It is brief, my lord.
As woman's love.
Full 30 times hath Phoebus' calf gone round Neptune's salt wash and telescope ground, since love our hearts and Hymen did our hands unite, commutual in most sacred bands.
So many journeys may the sun and moon make us again count where our love be done. But woe is me, you are so sick of late, so far from cheer and from your former state. Where love grows great, the littlest doubts our fear. Where little fears grow great, great love grows there.
Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. My operant powers their functions leave to do. And thou wilt live in this fair world behind, honored, beloved, and haply one as kind the husband shall
Oh,
find.
confound the rest! Such love must needs be treason in my breast. In second husband let me be accursed. None weds the second but who killed the first.
Wormwood, wormwood.
The instances that second marriage move A base respect of thrift, but none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead, when second husband kisses me in bed.
I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determine. Oft we break, so think thyself no second husband wed. But die thy thoughts when thy first lord is dead.
Nor earth to give me food, nor heaven light. Sport and repose lost from me both day and night. Both here and hence pursue me lasting strife. If once a widow, ever I be wife.
If she should break it now.
'Tis deeply sworn. Sweet, leave me here a while. Thy spirits grow dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with sleep.
Sleep rock thy brain, and never come mischance between us twain.
Lady, how like you this play?
The lady gossip chats too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
Have you heard the argument? Is there no offense in it?
No, they do but jest. No offense in the world.
What do you call the play?
The Mouse Trap. The play is an image of a murder done in Vienna. Gonzago's the Duke's name, Baptista his wife. You shall see anon, 'tis a knavish piece of work. But what of that? Your Majesty and we that have free souls, it touches us not. This is one Lucianus, nephew to the king.
As good as a chorus, my lord.
I could interpret between you and your love if I could see the puppets dallying.
You are king, my lord, you are king.
It would cost you a groaning to take off my edge.
Thoughts black, hands apt, drugs thick, and time a green. Confederacies and else no creature seen. Our mixture rank of midnight weeds collected, with Hecate's bands thrice blasted, thrice infected. Thy natural magic and dire property on wholesome life you served immediately.
He poisoned him in the garden for his estate. His name's Gonzago. The story is extant and written in choice Italian. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzago's
The
wife.
king rises.
What? Affected with false fire?
How fares, my lord?
Give over the play. Give me some light.
Light!
Light!
Why let the stricken deal go weep? The hearts are not in play. For some must watch, while some must weep. So runs the world away. Aha! Come! Some music! Come! The recorder! For if the king like not the comedy, why then belike he likes it not, trustee. Come. Music.
Good, my lord, vouchsafe me a word with you.
Sir, a whole history.
The king, sir,
Aye, sir, what of him?
is in his retirement marvelous distempered.
With drink, sir?
No, my lord, rather with choler.
Your wisdom should show itself more richer to signify this to his doctor. For me to put him to his purgation would perhaps plunge him into far more choler.
Oh, good, my lord, put your discourse into some frame and start not so wildly from my affair.
I am tame, sir, pronounce.
The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, had sent me to you.
You are welcome.
Nay, good my lord, this courtesy is not of the right breed. If you will be so good as to give me a wholesome answer, I will do your mother's commandment. If not, your pardon and my return shall be the end of my business.
Sir, I cannot
What, my lord?
make you a wholesome answer. My wit's diseased. But Such answer as I can make, you shall command, or rather, as you say, my mother. Therefore, no more much to the matter, my mother, you say.
Then thus she says, your behavior had struck her into amazement and admiration.
Oh, wonderful son that can so astonish a mother. But is there no sequel at the heels of this mother's admiration, Impulse?
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
We shall obey, were she 10 times our mother. Have you any further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love me.
So I do still. By these pickers and stealers.
Good, my lord, what is the cause of your distemper? You do surely bar the door upon your own liberty when you deny your griefs to your friends.
Sir, I lack advancement.
How can that be? When you have the voice of the king himself for your succession in Denmark.
Aye, but sir, while the grass grows, the seed starves. Will you play upon this pipe?
My lord, I cannot.
I pray you.
Believe me, I cannot.
I do beseech you.
I know no touch of it, my lord.
It is as easy as lying. Govern these ventages with your fingers and thumb. Give it breath with your mouth, and it will eloquent most beautiful music. Look you, these are the stops.
But these cannot I command in any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill.
Why, look you now, how unworthy a thing you make of me. You would play upon me. You would seem to know my stops. You would pluck out the heart of my mystery. You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass. And there is excellent voice, much music in this little organ. That cannot you make it speak? Sublime! Do you think I am easier to be played on a pipe? Call me what instrument you will. Though you can fret me, yet you cannot play upon me. God bless you, sir.
My lord, the queen would speak with you and presently.
Do you see yonder cloud? It's almost the shape of a camel.
By the mass, and 'tis like a camel indeed.
Methinks it's like a weasel.
'Tis backed like a weasel.
Or like a whale.
Very like a whale.
Then I will come to my mother by and by. They fool me to the top of my bent. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friend. Now, the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathe out contagion to this world. Now could I drink hot blood, and do such bitter business as the day would quake to look on. Soft. Now to my mother. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words soever she be shed, to give and seal never. My soul consent.
I like him not. Nor stands it safe for us to let his madness rage. Therefore prepare him. I, your commission, will forthwith dispatch, and he to England shall along with you. The terms of our estate may not endure hazards so near to us as doth foully grow out of his lunacies.
We will ourselves provide. Most holy and religious fear it is to keep those many, many bodies safe that live and feed upon your majesty.
Arm you, I pray you, to this speedy voyage.
We shall haste us.
My lord, he's going to his mother's closet. Behind the arras, I'll ensconce myself to hear the process. Very well, my liege. I'll call upon you ere you go to bed and tell you what I know.
Thanks, dear my lord.
Oh, my offense is rank.
Smells to heaven. Hath the primal illness fess upon it. Brother's murder. Pray can I not, though inclination be as sharp as will. My stronger guilt defeats my strong intent. My fault is past.
What form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder. That cannot be, since I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, mine own ambition, my queen. May one be pardoned and retain the offense. Try what repentance can. What can it not? No, what terrible who cannot repent? Wretched state. Oh, for the blackest ever-minded soul struggling to be free, the half-heart engaged. Help, angels! Make assay! Bow stubborn knees and heart with strings of steel. All may be well.
Now my figure is past. Now he is praying. And now I'll do it. So he goes to heaven. And so am I revenged, heaven is can. A villain killed my father, and for that I, his sole son, do the same villain sent to heaven now. When he is drunk asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasure of his bed, at gaming, swearing, or about some act that has no relish of salvation in it, then trick him, that his heels may kick at heaven, and that his soul may be as damned and black as hell, whereto it goes. My mother stays. This physic but prolongs thy sickly days.
My words fly up. My thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
You will come straight, but you lay hold to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with. That your grace hath screened and stood between much heat and him. Thou sconce me even here.
Mother!
Pray you be round me.
Mother! Withdraw, I'm not coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, by the rood, not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and we were not so. You are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come and sit you down.
Hamlet!
You shall not budge. You go not till I set you up a glass where you may see the inmost part of me.
What am I going to do? Thou will not murder me, help!
No.
A rat! Dead! For a death! Dead!
Slave!
What hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A bloody deed. Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady, 'twas my word. A wretched, rash, intruding fool. Farewell. I took thee for thy better. Take thy fortune. Leave wringing of your hands. Peace. Come sit thee down, and let me wring your heart. For so I shall, if it be made of penetrable stuff. If then this custom hath not braved it, so that it proves in bulwark against scent.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue and noise so rude against me?
Such an act subverts the grace and blush of modesty. Calls virtue hypocrite, makes marriage vows as false as dice's oath.
I mean, what act?
Look here upon this picture, and on this. The counterfeit presences of two brothers. See, For the grace was seated on his brow. For every god deceived to set his seal to give the world assurance of this man. This was your husband. Look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear. Could you on the fair mountain leaves succeed in battle on that moor? Ha! Have you eyes? You cannot call it love. For at your age, the hating of love is tame, is humble, and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this? What devil was it? The thus has caused you at hoodman blind. Oh, shame, where is thy blood?
Speak to me no more. Thou turnest my eyes into my very soul, and there are theses black and grainy spots as will not leave their taint.
Nay, but to live in the ranks sweating in a seaman, dead, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
Oh, speak to me no more. These words like daggers into my ears. No more, sweet Hamlet.
A murderer and a villain. A slave that is not 20th part the tithe of your precedent, Lord. A king of strength and pride. Oh, save me. And harm me with your wings, you heavenly guards.
What would you mad?
Do you not come with tardy son to chide? That lapsed in time and passion must go by the important acting of your dead command, don't say.
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. A step between her and her fighting soul. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you? That you do bend your eye on vacancy and dare with the incorporeal air to hold your scorn? To whom do you speak? From him? From him?
How pale he glares. His form and cause conjoined preaching that stones would make them capable. Do not look upon me, lest with this piteous action you convert my stern effects, tears, perchance for blood.
To whom do you speak then?
Do you see nothing there?
No, nothing but all there is I see.
Nor did nothing here?
Nothing but ourselves.
Why, look you there, look! How it steals away my father and his habit as he lived.
Oh, this is the very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation ecstasy is very cunning in.
Ecstasy! My pulse, as yours doth temperately keep time and makes his healthful music. It is not madness I have uttered. Mother, love of grace, lay not that flattering unction to your soul, that not my trespasses your confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past, avoid what is to come, and do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them ranker.
Now, but these words like daggers are in mine ears.
Throw away the worthy part of it, and live the pure with the other half. Good night. But go not to mine uncle's bed. Assume of virtue if you have it not. Refrain tonight, and that shall lend a kind of easiness to the next abstinence, the next more easy. And when you are desirous to be blessed, I'll blessing beg of you. For this same Lord I do repent, but heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this and this with me. I will bestow him, and will answer well the death I gave him. So again, good night. I must be cruel only to be kind. Thus bad begins and worse remains behind. One word more, good lady.
What shall I do?
Not this, by no means, that I bid you do. Let the bloated king tempt you again to bed, pinch wanton on your cheek, call you his mouse, and let him for a pair of reachy kisses and paddling in your neck with his damned fingers, make you to revel all this matter out, that I essentially am not in madness, but mad in craft.
Be thou assured, if worthy may the breath of life, I haven't left to breathe without such mate.
I must to England, you know that.
Oh, I forgot to so concluded on.
This man shall set me packing. I'll lug the guts into the neighbor room. Mother, good night. Indeed, the counselor is now most still, most secret, and most brave, who was in life a foolish, prating knave. Go on, sir. The drought more than end with you. Good night, mother.
This master in these sighs, these profound heaves. You must translate, 'tis fit we understand them. Where is your son?
Bestow this place on us a little while. Oh, my good Lord, what I have seen tonight.
What is her? How does Hamlet?
Mad as the sea and wind when both contend to it as the mighty earth. In his lawless pit, behind arrows carrying something stir, whips out his rapier, cries a rat, and then this brainy apprehension kills the good unseen old man.
Oh, heavy deed. Have you been so with us? Have we been? His liberty is full of threats to all, to you yourself, to us, to everyone. Alas, how shall this bloody deed be answered? It will be laid to us, whose providence should have kept short, restrained, and out of haunt this mad young man. But so much was our love, we would not understand. Where is he gone?
To draw apart the body he has killed.
Oh, Gertrude, come away. The sun no sooner shall the mountains touch, but we will ship him hence. And this vile deed we must with all our majesty and skill both countenance and excuse. Oh, Mercy Grant! Friend Roy, we're going to give some further aid. Hamlet and Madness have Polonius slain, and from his brother's closet hath he dragged him. Go seek him out, speak fair, and bring the body into the chapel. I pray your haste in this. Come, Gertrude. We'll call up our wisest friends and let them know both what we mean to do and what's timely done. Come away, my soul's full of discord and dismay. Dead body.
Compounded with dust, where it is his skin.
Tell us where it is, that we may take it thence and bear it to the chapel.
Do not believe it.
Believe what?
That I can keep your counsel and not mine own. Besides, to be examined as a sponge, what reputation would be made by the son of a king?
Take you me for a sponge, my lord.
Aye, sir, that soaks up the king's countenance as authority to rewards. When he needs what you have gleaned, it is but squeezing you, and sponge, you shall be dry again.
I understand you not, my lord.
I am glad of it, and knavish speech sleeps in a foolish ear.
My lord, you must tell us where the body is, and then go with us to the king.
The body is with the king, but the king is not with the body. The king is a thing.
A thing, my lord?
I know what hath befallen. Where the dead body is bestowed, my lord, we cannot get from him. Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
supper.
At supper? Where?
Not where he eats, but where he is eaten. A certain convocation of politic worms are eaten at him. Your worm is your only emperor for diet. We fat all creatures else to fat us, and we fat ourselves for maggots. A man may fish with the worm that hath eaten the king, and may eat of that fish that hath fed of that worm.
What dost thou mean by this?
Nothing, but to show you how a king may go a progress through the guts of a beggar.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven, send thither to see. But if your messenger finds him not there, seek him in the other place yourself. But indeed, if you find him not within this month, you shall nose him as you go up the stairs into the lobby. He will stay till you come.
Hamlet, this deed, for thine especial safety, which we do tender as we dearly grieve for that which thou hast done, must send thee hence. Therefore prepare thyself for England.
For England.
I have it.
Good.
So it is thou mayest not hurt.
I see a cherub that sees them. But come, for England. Farewell, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
My mother. Father and mother is man and wife. Man and wife is one flesh and soul. My mother. Come, for England. For England, I love England.
Tempt a good speed aboard, delay it not. And England, if my love thou holdst at aught, thou mayst not disregard our sovereign missive with letters conjuring to that effect. The present death of Hamlet. Do it, England. For like the hectic in my blood he rages, and thou must cure me. Till I know 'tis done. Howe'er my haps, my joys were ne'er begun.
Go, Captain Verburg, greet the Danish king. Tell him that by his license, Fortinbras craves the conveyance of a promised mark over his kingdom. You know the rendezvous. If that his majesty would aught with us, we shall express our duty in his eye and let him know so.
I will do it, my lord.
Go safely home.
I will not speak with her.
She is unfortunate indeed, the statue who will need be pitied.
What would she have?
She speaks much of her father, says she hears his tricks in the world, and hems and beats her heart. Speaks things in doubt that carry but half sense.
To a good she was spoken with, for she may strew dangerous conjectures in ill-beating minds.
Let her come in. My sick soul is since true nature is. Each toy seems prologue to some great myth, so full of artless jealousy is guilt. Builds herself in fearing to be spent.
How should I your true love know from another one? By his cockle and staff, and his sandal shoe.
What imports this song, sweet lady?
He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his head a grasping turf, at his heels a stone.
Nay, little Philia.
White his shroud has the mountains.
Look here, my lord.
Loaded with sweet flowers, which he went to the grave, did not go. The true love showers.
I wished with you, sweet Ophelia.
Well, God yield you. It grieves me to see how they laid him in the cold ground. I could not choose but weep. And will he not come again? and all Christian souls, I pray God. God be with you, ladies.
This is the poison of deep grief. It springs up from her father's death. Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. First her father slain, next your son gone, and he the most violent author of his own just removed. The people muddied, thickened, and wholesome their thoughts and whispers for good Polonice's death. We have done but grieving and hugger-mugger to insert it. Poor Ophelia divided from herself in her fair judgment. Last and as much containing as all these, her brother is in secret come from France, and wants our bosses to infect his ear with pestilent speeches of his father's death.
Man, where am I supposed to? The guard the door. What's the matter?
Save yourself, I won't drink, Larry. You're gonna ride and let our master officers. The robber boy won't ride too. Leave Larry shall be king. Can't stand the tongue of the ponderous cloud. Larry shall be king. Larry king.
Cheerfully on the cross shall they cry. This is counter. You false Danish dogs!
There was a proof.
Where's the king?
Sir, stand you all without. King, give me my father.
Come, good Laertes.
A drop of blood that's calm proclaims me bastard. Cries call to my father. Brands the heart even here between the chaste unsmirched brow of my true mother.
What is the cause, Laertes, that thy rebellion looks so giant-like? Let him go, Gertrude. Do not fear our person. Does such divinity doth hedge a king, that treason can but peep to what it would? Tell me, Laertes, why thou art thus incensed? Let him go, Gertrude. Speak, man.
Where is my father?
Dead.
But not by him.
Let him demand his fill.
Came he, dead. On the double to hell allegiance, vows to the blackest devil, constant embrace to the profoundest pit. How dare their nation only I'll be revenged most thoroughly for my father?
Who shall stay you?
My will, not all the world.
Good Laertes, if you desire to know the certainty of your dear father is written your revenge, that you will draw both friend and foe, winner and loser.
None but his enemies.
Will you know them then?
To his good friends thus wide I'll open my arms, and like the kind life-rendering pelican, repast him with my blood.
And now you speak like a good child and a true gentleman. But I am guiltless of your father's death, and am most sensible in grief for it. It shall as love for your judgment pierce as the day does to your eye.
And in his brain many a tear. Fare you well, my dove.
Feet, dry my praise. Tears 7 times soft burn out the sense and virtue of mine eye. O Rose of May, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. Possible a young maid's wit should be as mortal as an old man's life?
Says Rosemary. For remembrance. Pray, love, remember. There are pansies for thoughts.
Document madness, thoughts, remembrance. Oh God!
There's sentence for you in Columbine. And there's rue for you. And here's some for me. We may call it overgrace on Sundays. You must wear your rue with a difference. There's a daisy. I would give you some violets, but they withered all when my father died. Alas, they say the owl was a baker's daughter. We see what we are, but cannot tell what we shall be. A bonny sweet robin is on my shoulder.
Thoughts and afflictions, torments worse than hell. That's though thy wits and did persuade revenge, it could not move us.
Nay, love, a pray you make no words of this now. You must sing. A down, a down. And you? A downer. This is the king's daughter and the false steward. When they ask you what it means, you say this. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day. All in the morning betime. And I am made at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rose and donned his clothes, and up the chamber door, let in the maid that out of maid never departed more.
Pretty Ophelia.
Yeah, okay. Mark now. By Justin, by St. Charity, a lass and five for shame. Young men will do it if they come to it. By cock, they are to blame. So she, before you tumbled me, you promised me to wed. So would I have done by yonder sun, and thou hast now come to my bed. God be with you all. God be with you, ladies. God be with you, love.
Do you see this, O God? By heavens, I madness shall be paid in weight to the scale turn the beam.
Laertes, I must commune with your grief, or you deny me right. Go but about. Make choice of whom your wisest friends you will, and they shall hear and judge twixt you and me. If by direct or collateral hand they find us touched, we will our kingdom give, our life, our crown, and all that we call ours to you in satisfaction. But if not, be you content to lend your patience to us, and we will jointly labor with your soul to give it due content.
Let this be so. His means of death, obscure funeral, no trophy sword, nor hatchment or his bones, no noble right or formal ostentation, cry to be heard as 'twere from heaven to earth. That I must call it in question.
So you shall. And where the offense is, let the great axe fall. Now must your conscience my acquittance seal, and you must put me in your heart for friend. For you have heard, and with a knowing ear, that he which hath your noble father slain pursued my life.
Well, it appears. But tell me why you proceed not against these feats, so criminal and so capital in nature, as by your safety, wisdom, and all things else you are mainly stirred up.
But for two special reasons, which may to you perhaps seem much unsingued, but yet to me they are strong. The queen his mother lives almost by his looks. And as for myself, my virtue or my plague, be it either which, she is so conjunctive to my life and soul that, as the star moves not but in its sphere, so I could not but by her. The other motive why to a public count I might not go is the great love the general gender bear him, dipping all his faults in their affection.
So have I a noble father lost, a sister driven into desperate terms? The revenge will come.
Now break not your sleeps for that. You must not think that we are made of stuff so flat and dull that we can let our beards be shook with danger and think it pastime. How now? What news?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This is Your Majesty.
From Hamlet. Who brought them?
Sailors, my lord, they say. I saw them not.
Ladies, you shall hear them. Leave us. High and mighty, you shall know that I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I dare leave to see your kingly eyes, when I shall, first asking pardon thereunto, recount the occasion of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet. What should this mean? All the rest come back? As if some abuse and no such thing.
Know ye the hand?
That is Hamlet's character. Naked. And in the postscript here, he says, alone. Can you advise me?
I am lost in it, but let it come. It warms the very sickness of my heart. I shall live to tell him to his teeth. Thus didst thou.
If it be so, Laertes, will you be ruled by me?
I am a lord, so you will not all rule me to a peace.
To thine own peace. I will work unto an exploit, now write in my device, under the which he shall not choose but fall. And for his death no wind of blame shall breathe, but even his mother shall uncharge the practice and call it accident.
My lord, I will be ruled. The rather, if you could devise it so that I might be the organ.
Falls right. You've been talkative since your travel much, and that in Hamlet's hearing. 2 months since, here was a gentleman of Normandy. I've seen myself and served against the French, and they can well on horseback, but this gallant had witchcraft in it.
Norman, was it? Upon my life, no more.
The very same.
I know him well. He is the brooch indeed, the gem of all the nation.
He gave you such a masterly report for art and exercise in your defense, and for your rapier most especially. Then he cried out, "'Twould be a sight indeed if one could match you." Sir, this report of his did Hamlet so envenom with his envy that he could nothing do but wish and beg for your sudden coming o'er to play with him. Now, out.
So we're right out of this, my lord.
Ladies, was your father dear to you? Or are you like the painting of a sorrow, a face without a heart?
I ask you this.
Not that I think that you did not love your father, but that I know love is begun by time, and that I see in passages of proof, time qualifies the spark and fire of it. That we would do, we should do, when we would. For this would changes. Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself your father's son in deed more than in words?
To cut his throat in the church.
No place indeed should move sanctuaries. Revenge should have no bounds. But, good Laertes, will you do this? Keep close within your chamber. Hamlet return shall know you are from home. We'll put on those shall praise your excellence, bring you in fine together, and wager on your heads. He being remiss, most generous, and free of all contriving, will not peruse the foils, so that with ease, or with a little shuffling, you may choose a sword unbaited, and in a passive practice, requite him for your father.
I will do it. And for this purpose, I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction of mountebank, so mortal that but dip a knife in it, where it draws blood, no cataplasm so rare can save that thing from death that is but scratched withal. I'll touch my point with this contagion, that if I but gall him slightly, it may be death.
Let's further think on this. When in your motion you are hot and dry, as make your bouts more violent to that end, and that he calls for drink. I'll have prepared for him a chalice full of ounce, whereon but sipping, if by chance he escape your venomed stock, our purpose may hold there. How now, sweet queen?
One road down, tread upon another's hill. How fast they follow. These sisters drowned, Laertes.
Drowned. Where?
There's a willow, scrub the slanted brook. It shows its hoar leaves in the glassy stream. There, with fantastic garlands did she come, of crow's flowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples. Little shepherds give a grosser name, but our cold maids do, dead men's fingers call them. There on the pendant boughs, her cornet weaves clamoring to hang, and envy's sliver broke, and down her weedy trophy, and herself fell in the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide and mermaid-like. While they bore her up, which times she chanted snatches of old tunes, as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native unimbued into that element. But long it could not be, so that her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Too much of warrant thou, Ophelia. Therefore I forbid my tears. It is our trick. Nature her custom holds, let shame say what it will. You, my lord, I have a speech of fire that fain would ablaze, but this folly drowns it.
Let's follow, Gertrude. How much I had to do to calm his rage. Now, fair eye, this will give it start again. Therefore, let's follow.
Is she to be buried in Christian burial, that willfully seeks her own salvation?
I tell thee she is. Therefore make her grave straight. The crown has sat on her and finds it Christian burial.
How can that be so? Alas, she drowned herself in her own defense.
Why, 'tis found so.
It must be, say, Offendendo. It cannot be else. Give me leave. Here lies the water. Good. Here stands the man. Good. If the man goes to this water and drowns himself, it is, will he, nil he goes, mark you that. But if the water come to him and drown him, he drowns not himself. Argal, he that is not guilty of his own death, shortens not his own life.
We have the truth on it. If this had not been a gentlewoman, she should have been buried out of a Christian burial.
There thou sayest. And the more pity that great folk should have countenance in this world to drown or hang themselves. What is he that builds stronger than the mason, the shipwright, or the carpenter?
The gallows maker. For that frame outlives 1,000 tenants.
Oh, I like that. The gallows does well. Come, to it again.
Who builds stronger than a mason, a shipwright, or a carpenter?
Aye, tell me that.
Marry, now, I can tell.
Do it. that fell, cudgel my brains no more about it. For your dull ass will not mend a page by beating. And when you are asked this next, say, a grave maker. For the houses he builds last till doomsday. Go, get thee in and fetch me a stupid liquor. In youth, when I did love, though we thought it was very sweet, to contract, oh, for all the time I behold, only thought there was nothing meet.
Has this fellow no feeling of his business that he sings a grave maker?
Custom hath made it in him a property of easiness.
'Tis e'en so.
Whose grave is this, sirrah?
Mine, sir. Oh, a picture table to be made for such a guest is meet.
I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
You lie out of it, sir, and therefore 'tis not yours. My part, I do not lie in it, yet it is mine.
Thou dost lie in it, to be in it, and say it is thine. What man dost thou dig it for?
For no man, sir.
What woman then?
For none, neither.
Who's to be buried in it?
For one that was woman, sir, but bless her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the knave is. How long hast thou been a grave maker?
All the days of the year. I came to it that day our last king, Hamlet, overcame Fortinbras.
How long is that since?
Cannot you tell that? Every fool can tell that. Why, it was the very day that young Hamlet was born. He that is mad and sent into England.
I married. Why was he sent into England?
Why? Because he was mad. He shall regain his wits there, or if he do not, it's no great matter there.
Why?
It will not be seen in him there. There the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely.
Faith, even of losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Why, here in Denmark. I have been sexton here, man and boy, 30 years.
How long will a man lie in the earth ere he rot?
Faith, if he be not rotten before he die, he will last you some 8 year or 9 year. A tanner will last you 9 years.
Why he more than another?
Why, sir, his hide is so tanned with his trade that his body will keep out water a great while. And your water is your sore decay of your horse undead body. Here's a skull now. This skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
A horse on mad fellow it was. Whose do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
Pestilence on him for a mad rogue. A pawed, a flag and a wrench on my head once. This same skull, sir, was your skull. The king's jester.
This?
Even that.
Let me see.
Oh, yours.
I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times, and now how abhorred in my imagination it is, my gorge rises at it. Here hung those lips that I have kissed I know not how oft. Where be your jibes now, your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to sit the table on the roar? Not one now to mock your own grinning, quite self-falling. Now get you to my lady's chamber. Tell her, let her paint an inch thick. To this favor she must come, make her laugh at that. I prithee, Horatio, tell me one thing.
What's that, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander looked of this fashion in the earth?
Even so.
And smelled so?
Even so, my lord.
To what base uses we may return, Horatio. Imperial Caesar, dead and turned to clay, might stop a hole to keep the wind away. Oh, that earth which kept the world in awe, might patch a wall to expel the winter's flaw. Stop for a while. Here comes the king, the queen, the courtiers. Whose list they follow, and with such maimed rites? To stop the joke in the course they follow, did with desperate hands pursue its own life. 'Twas of some estate, couch me a while and mark.
What ceremony else?
That is Laertes, a very noble youth, mark.
What ceremony else?
Her obsequies have been as far enlarged as we have warranty. Her death was doubtful. And with that great command, or as weighs the order, she should in ground unsanctified have lodged till the last trumpet.
No more be done.
No more be done. We should profane the service of the dead to sing a requiem, and such rest to her as to peace parted souls.
They earlier said, from a fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. Till me, churlish priest, ministering angel shall my sister be, when thou liest cowering.
Once the girl sweet, too sweet. Farewell. I hope thou wouldst been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride there too of death sweet maid, and not have shown thy grave.
Oh, trouble, woe. Oh, 10 times treble on that wicked head, those ingenious heads deprived me of. Oh, hold off the earth a while, till I've got her once more in mine arms. Thou art dust upon the quick and dead.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? This is I, Hamlet, the Dane!
The devil take thy soul!
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, make up my sum. What wilt thou do for her?
Oh, he is mad, Laertes.
Oh, God, forbear him.
Would weep? Would fight? Would thou? Would tear thyself be buried quick with her? And so will I.
This is mere madness.
Hear you, sir. What is the reason that you use me thus? I loved you ever. But it is no matter. Let Hercules himself do as he may. The cat will mew and dog will have his day.
I pray you, good Horatio, wait upon him.
Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. This grave shall have a living monument.
Sir, in my heart there was a kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. Our indiscretion sometimes serves us well when our deep thoughts do pall. And that should teach us there's a divinity that shapes our ends, rough use them how we will.
That is most certain.
Up from my cabin, in the dark groped I to find out them. Figured a packet, withdrew to mine own room again, making so bold my fears getting matters to unseal the grand commission, where I found Horatio. Oh, royal knavery. An exact command that unsupervised, no later baited, my head should be struck off.
Is it possible?
Being thus demented round with villainies, I sat me down to devise a new commission. An earnest conjuration from the king. As England was his faithful tributary, as love between them like the palm might flourish, as peace should still her wheaten garland wear, and many such like as of great charge. But none of you in knowing of these contents? He should the bearers be put to such death.
How is this sealed?
Why, even in that was heaven ordinance. I had my father's signet in my purse. Folded the writ up in form of the other, gave it the impression, subscribed it, placed it safely, the changeling never known.
So, Guildenstern and Rosencrantz, go to it.
Why, man, it did make love to this employment. They are not near my conscience. Do you not think me standing now upon? He that hath killed my king and borne my mother? Tossing between the election and my hope, is it not perfect conscience to quit him with this arm? And is it not to be damned to let this cancer come in further evil?
It must be shortly known to him from England. What is the issue of the business there?
It will be short. The interim is mine.
Peace. Who comes here?
Your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark.
I humbly thank you, sir. Dost know this what is like?
No, my good lord.
Thy state is the more gracious.
Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to you from his majesty.
I will receive it, sir, with all diligence of spirit. Put your bonnet to his right use, 'tis for the head.
I thank your lordship, it is very hot.
No, believe me, 'tis very cold. The wind is northerly.
It is indifferent cold, my lord Lead.
But yet, methinks, it is very sultry and hot for my complexion.
Exceedingly, my lord. It is very sultry. As 'twere, I cannot tell how. But my lord, his majesty, bade me signify to you that he is a great wager on your head. Sir, here is the
I
matter.
beseech you, remember?
Nay, good my lord, for mine ease in good faith. Sir, here is newly come to court laird. Believe me, an absolute gentleman, full of most excellent businesses. Indeed, to speak feelingly of him, he is the card or calendar of gentry. You shall find in him the continent of what part a gentleman will see.
Sir, his definement suffers no perdition in you, but in the verity of extolment. Dissemblable is his mare, and who else would trace him, his umbrage, nothing more.
Your lordship speaks most infallibly of him.
The concernancy, sir?
Sir.
Is it not possible to understand in another tongue?
What imports the nomination of this gentleman?
Of Laertes.
This purse is empty already. All's golden words are spent.
Of him, sir.
I know you are not ignorant.
I would you did, sir.
You are not ignorant of what excellence Laertes is.
Oh, I dare not confess that. Lest shall I compare with him in excellence.
I mean, therefore, his weapons.
What's his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
That's two of his weapons. But, well,
The king, sir, hath wagered within 6 Barbary horses, against the which he hath, in pawn, as I take it, 6 French rapiers and poniards, with their sides as girdle hangers themselves. 3 of the carriages, in faith, are very dear fancy most delicate carriages.
what call you the carriages?
Oh, I knew you must be edified ere you had done.
The carriages, sir, are the hangers.
And why is this impond, as you call it?
The king, sir, hath laid that in a dozen taxes between yourself and him. He shall not exceed you 3 heads. And it would come to immediate trial if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
How if I answer no?
I mean, sir, the opposition of your person in trial.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall, but the spoils be brought, the gentleman willing, the king hold his purpose. I will win for him if I can.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Yours? Yours?
You will lose this wager, my
I do not think so. Since he went into France, I have been in continual practice. I shall win at the odds. But thou wouldst not think how ill I'll fare about my heart. But this is no matter.
Nay, my good lord, I will forestall their repair hither and say, you are not fit.
Not a whit. We defy augury. There is a special providence in the fall of a cow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all.
Come, Hamlet. Come, take this hand from me.
done you wrong. But pardon it, as you are a gentleman. You must needs have heard how I am punished with a sore distraction. Let my disclaiming from a purposed evil free me so far in your most generous thoughts, that I have shot mine hour o'er the house and hurt my brother.
I am satisfied in nature, whose motive in this case should stir me most to my revenge. But in my terms of honor, I stand aloof.
Give them the foils, young Archer. Cousin Hamlet, you know the wager.
Very well, my lord. Your grace has laid the odds on the weaker side.
Oh, I've seen you both. I do not fear it. Set me the strips of wine on that table. If Hamlet gives the first or second hit, let all the battlements their organs fire. The king will drink to Hamlet's better breath, and in the cup an union shall he throw, richer than that which 4 successive kings in Denmark's crown have worn. Give me the cup. Now the king drinks to Hamlet. Come, begin.
Come on, sir.
Come, my lord.
One move, judgment!
It's a very palpable hit.
Well, again.
Stay, let me drink. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health. Give him the cup.
I will play off this dog first, set by all. Come. Another hit, what say you?
Do confess!
Our son shall win.
He is fat and scared of breath. Here, Hamlet, take my napkin and rub my brow. Clean carousers to their fortune, Hamlet.
Oh, good madam.
Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord, I pray you pardon me.
It's too late. I dare not drink yet, madam, by and by.
Come, let me wipe thy face.
My lord, I'll hit him now.
Do not think of it.
Come, for a third laity. You do but dally. I pray you, pass with your best violence. I'm feared you make a wanton of me.
Say you so? Come on.
Nothing, neither way.
How about you now?
Part them there.
Come again!
Look to the queen there.
They bleed on both sides. How is it, my lord?
How is Blair?
I like a woodcock to my own springe. I am justly killed with mine own treachery.
How does the queen? She swoons to see them bleed.
No, no, the drink. The drink. My dear Hamlet. The drink. The drink. I am poisoned.
Oh, villainy. Let the doors be locked. Treachery, speak it out. It is here. Hamlet! Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. Indeed, there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, mated and envenomed. But thou practice hath turned itself on me. Lo, here I lie, never to rise again. My mother's poisoned. Can no more. The king's to blame!
The point. Envenomed too. Then venom to thy work.
Here, thou incestuous murderous, damn his Dane! Drink off this potion! It's thy unit here! Follow my mother! He is justly served. There's a poison tempered by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, Hamlet. Mine and my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Heaven, make thee free of it. I follow thee. I am dead, Horatio. Wretched queen, adieu. You, that look pale and tremble at this chance, that are but mutes or audience to this act, had I but time, this fell sergeant Death is strict in his arrest. Oh, I could tell you, but let it be. Horatio, I am dead. Thou livest. Report me and my cause aright to the unsatisfied.
Never believe it. I'm more an antique Roman than a Dane. There's just some liquor left.
As thou art a man, give me the cup. Let go. Oh God, what a wounded name. Things standing thus unknown shall live behind me. If thou didst ever hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity a while, and in this harsh world draw thy breath in pain to tell my story. What warlike noise is this?
A gift of Verburg. Conquest come from Poland.
Oh, I die, Horatio. The potent poison quite o'ergrows my spirit. But I will prophesy the election lights on Fortinbras. He has my dying voice. So, tell him, with the occurrence more and less, which have solicited. The rest is silence.
Now cracks the noble heart. Good night, sweet prince. And flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
This quarry cries on havoc. O proud death, what thesis toward in thine eternal cell that thou, so many princes at a shot, so bloodily hast struck?
Give order that these bodies high in a stage be placed into the view. And let me speak to the yet unknowing world how these things came about.
Let us haste to hear. For me, with sorrow, I embrace my fortune. I have the rights of memory in this kingdom, which now do claim my vantage doth invite me.
Of that I shall have also cause to speak.
Bear Hamlet like a soldier to the stage, for he was likely, had he been put on, to have proved most royal. And for his passage, the soldier's music and routs of war speak loudly for him. Such a sight as death becomes the field. But here shows much amiss. Go, bid the soldiers shoot.
happy that we're not over happy. Unfortunate cat, we are not the very button. Nor the soul that makes us fall neither, my lord. Is it of a balcony way? Or is it? Then is the world. A visit? In which there are many confined wards and dungeons. Send my greetings. Sweetie, so, my lord.
Quite as you come. But there was nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so, to me.
Why, then, your ambition makes it one.
My lord, the words then.
The players shall receive from you. We coast them on the way, and hither are they coming to offer you.
There they play. Isn't it? You are welcome to your hands. Come at it. You are welcome. Stop.
But I have news to tell you. When Roches was an actor in Rome.
The actors are from hither, my lord. But, the best actors in the world, whether for comedy, tragedy, history, pastoral, comical, historical pastoral, tragical, historical, and can you find them?
It makes us rather bear those ills we have than fight others we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native view of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought. And enterprises of...
The conversation on God, for God's sake, God's talking about a narrative.
Yeah, and they went and Branagh's Hamlet. Yeah, Jack.
Who's Kenneth Branagh?
Yeah, who is that guy? I've heard the name before. What is he, like a London film critic or something like that?